Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, you are welcome to Tech Genius class in 2024. And I'm most happy to be meeting all of you. And I'm happy that you guys have decided to join us. And we pray that by the end of this particular class, we'll be able to achieve whatever that we brought over here. So today's class is going to be a very short class because it's an introductory class, and then it's just for us to have a discussion about what we are supposed to do in class, and then how we are going to go about this particular 3 months. And also, we would have a little bit of information on the things that we need to have before the class begins. I know Justice or any of the instructors have already spoken to you at length on certain things that you would need during class and how you're going to go about the class. But this one is just going to be a formal way of us introducing ourselves and also getting to know the grounds that we are going to work on. So without wasting much time, this is going to be a very, very, very short class. We just don't want to keep you here. We would have a couple of things for you to do after this section, and then maybe we'll meet tomorrow for the first day in class. So today's class is just going to be a general talk, and then we will continue from there tomorrow. So from the beginning of the class, we already have an idea of what we are going to do here. Basically, if not the full idea, we have a little bit of glimpse of what we are going to be doing on this class. And we already have the span on which this particular course is going to take. So we just have a couple of things that we need to discuss concerning our time that we start class and then end class. So basically, it is a 3-hour class, and then it starts at 6 to 9 US time. But today, because it was just a short class, that's why we did it 6 to 8. So it's supposed to be 6 to 9. And that is what the instructors have decided on. But if it is not going to help you, or you are going to have clashes with it with other staff, you can let us know, and then we will know how to go around that too. So it is a weekend class. We start on Friday, we do Saturday, and then we do Sunday. Then maybe when you have an assignment, the assignments will be submitted within the week. So from Friday, Saturday, Sunday is class. And then in between the class, we might have 1 or 2 quizzes and other stuff in there. But we also have assignments which will be due within the week. And then those assignments too comes with their own instructions and other stuff, which as we are going on, you get to know them. So our class is going to be on Zoom most of the time, depending on what we are going to do at that particular week. It might maybe shift from maybe something to Teams, but mostly our class is a Zoom class. And then after each Zoom class, we will give you the video of that particular class so that you can go back and then rewatch it and get your notes together. Even though we would want you to take as much notes as you can get when we are having the class, but if should in case you don't have that much, you get the video after class. Then assignments too. So when we come to assignments, we have assignments grouped into 2. So we have the weekend assignments. That is the pre-class assignments. That's you have to go and read or watch a video before you come to the next class. And that will be given to you right after the class has ended, so that you can learn before the following day you come to the next class. And then we have the actual assignment that is to be done and then submitted within the week. A date will be given to you for you to submit that particular assignment. Now, as our assignments are going to be given on the server, so what they decided was from the get-go, you are going to be working as a DBA, even though we are going to teach you how to become one. From the start, you are going to be working as a DBA. So you would have your assignments on the server. You would have to go in there, look for your assignments, get your assignments together, and submit them through your server. So nothing goes through email or any other way. That is where you are going to get your assignments and then submit them through. So you'll be given your server logins as soon as it's ready. I don't think it's ready now, but by tomorrow it will be ready. And then we'll give you your server logins, and that is what you'll be going to use for this whole class. Now, in case the class is about to begin, or we are in section or something happened and then you have to excuse yourself, or you cannot make it to class, you can send any of the instructors a message and then they will respond to it. Either, okay, fine, then we would have to make time for you to book a one-on-one section with one of the instructors for them to help you go over what you've missed, or we are going to send you the video as we are going to do after every class, and then you go over so that you can keep up with whatever the class does. So that is what I have. And also, if you do not understand anything that we are explaining to you or anything that we are showing to you, you have to ask questions. It doesn't matter where we've gotten to. Just bring us back for us to make you understand what you are missing, because that is really important for you to get that understanding, and then we can all move forward together. Should in case the time that we are using is not going to help us, we would want you guys to book a one-on-one section, which would give you the forms for you to fill, and then you can see the instructor available at the time that you want to have the one-on-one section, and then you can have the one-on-one section with that particular instructor, and then they will take you through. So we have also that avenue for you, that should in case you don't understand anything and then you do not have the time to also ask in class, you can book a one-on-one section, and then the instructor that you book would come and explain that particular portion to you. Also, assignments are really, really important because we are working as a DBA. So deadlines are important to us. So whenever we give you an assignment or you are supposed to do a project and you might not be able to meet the deadline, you have to communicate with us so that we know beforehand that, okay, this particular person is going through this, and then at this moment, he or she would not be able to submit that particular assignment, and then we can move on from there. So that is all. We also have random quizzes. Sometimes it is the beginning of the class, it's just going to be a Q&A. And sometimes to maybe at the end of the class, they will just do a Q&A, depending on the instructor that you have at hand. So basically we have 4 instructors for this course, and then they are subjected to a particular topic that they are supposed to teach. So you might be seeing different instructors at different times. They are teaching the same thing, but because we do not want to bore you with one person and then understanding to do not come from one person, we just want you to have a variety of all the instructors. So you'll be seeing different phases coming in and out depending on the particular topic that is being taught. And when these happen, we know sometimes they get messed up, you get confused, but you are allowed to ask any question at that particular moment, because sometimes the instructor too might be busy and somebody has to step in for the person. So if the person is coming to step in, you might want to know where you guys have gotten to and then continue from there. So that is why the Q&A is like going to be something very frequent, either beginning of the class or at the end of the class. So that is when it comes to the Q&A. So we also have the one-on-one section that I've already spoken about, and that is important for you because with the class, we are teaching everybody. So we do not have much time to stay on one particular person, but with the one-on-one, you book a section with an instructor, and then that section is just for you to get the understanding for all the questions that you have. So we would want you guys to book more of the one-on-one, even though sometimes with our schedules, it becomes difficult for us to put certain things in there. But the one-on-one section is really important for you to also get ahead of certain things, because the more you book the one-on-one, the more you get more information about whatever that you need. So basically, that is what the introduction class is going to be about. Now we have the curriculum that I want to show you. Share the screen. Okay. Okay, so with the course overview, this is what we are going to do for the next 3 months. And then we are going to take you through each of the steps. You are going to get whatever that you need to be able to move around on your server and all those things. That's what we are going to teach you. So we are going to give you the Linux administration. That is the basics that you need to understand the platform that we are going to put you on. So you are going to get the basic language of Linux. You are going to understand how to move around in your environment, how to get data, how to retrieve data, and all those stuff. That is what the Linux administration is going to do. And then we are going to talk about the Oracle Data Administration. That is the software that we use to manage these databases. We are also going to have a full class on it, whereby we will let you go and download some of these softwares and then upload them onto your servers, find other faults and other stuff to solve with these particular softwares that we copy from online. So that is what the Oracle Database Administration is about. Now we have the SQL. That is the language for your database. So we have a language for your Linux interface, which I will explain when we move further. And then we have a language that we also have when you enter into your database, and that is the SQL. So we are going to also teach you the language that you will need to move around in databases. Then we talk about the database management. We will talk about automation and then scripting. So basically, when we talk about automation and then scripting, managing databases is like a whole lot of job that comes on a person. And sometimes these Linux people try to reduce their workload by scripting and putting certain jobs in automation. That, okay, at this moment, I want this company's database to back up. At this particular moment, I want to update this company's softwares. So you try as much as possible to be able to script those things that you want done and then automate them. So you don't necessarily have to be behind the computer all the time to be getting things done, but you can automate certain jobs for it to be done so that it will reduce the workload. And then we have the upgrades and then migration. So when we talk about the upgrades and migration, we talk about the software upgrades. So in certain client databases, they have maybe upgrades of maybe 12C that they want to upgrade to maybe a 19C. So we teach all those upgrades and then migration of all these software. Maybe somebody was doing a Red Hat software. He wants to move to Linux, moves his or her whole database to Linux. That person wants a migration. So we teach it all that so that you'll be able to work on any platform, not just Oracle platforms, but any other software platform that you'll be put on. Now we do the backup and recovery. So backup and recovery is we back up databases and then we are able to recover them when they need it. We also do the Oracle networking, and that is whereby we try as much as possible to move certain Oracle network from the server to maybe cloud. So we also teach all those things for you to be able to move from a server phase to a cloud phase. Now we talk about database design and architecture. So we have other people too that come in, they do not have any database, but they want to create the database. So we will teach you how to create databases, design them, and also manage those databases. So we will continue with database performance. We also, when it comes to database performance, we are talking about checking the daily routines of these databases. Are their storage spaces enough? Are they overloading their storage spaces? Are they having any kind of problems with their service? So we will teach you how to go through all those ones, and then we can move on. We have the Azure Cloud or Azure Cloud infrastructure basis. That is also a cloud base. So all these things are going to be migrated into cloud. So we would have to teach you most of the things too about the cloud-based infrastructure that you have to get to understand that, okay, at this moment, this particular server is a local server. We want to move it into a cloud-based server. How are you going to migrate that to that cloud server? And that is also going to be taught. So we are going to do the diagnosis and then tuning. So when we talk about that, we are talking about a situation whereby some of these clients are having issues with their databases, are having issues with their clients trying to get access to those apps or databases or all those stuff. So what this particular one is to teach you how to find errors, try to understand them, try to correct them, and find solutions for them. Because as a DBA, you need to be able to enter a database, get the information that you need to solve the problem that they are bringing to you. And that is what basically we are going to be teaching you. So this is like a 4-year course that we are putting in 3 months. So it's going to be a lot of information that we are going to pass over onto you. And in as much as it is a short time, we want you to also get the understanding. So the instructors are open that, okay, at this moment, we feel like the information that we are giving you guys are much, and we need to extend the class for maybe about 2 weeks or about a week for us to get everything for you. We are going to do that. So basically, I would say a 3 months course, but it might change depending on how fast you guys would let us go with you. But that doesn't underline that we are not rushing anything. We want you guys to understand this whole field. So in case we are rushing, you let us know. And then in case you're also getting what you are saying, you let us know so that we can also move on to other stuff. So with the first portion that I have already talked about, if you have any questions for me, you can let me know and then I'll answer them before we move to the next part. So we've talked about the class time, which is 6 to 9. And then we talked about our sections, which is a 3-hour section, depending on the time. We talked about our assignments, where we are going to get them, and then how we are going to get them back to the instructors. We have also talked about asking questions, booking one-on-one sections and all those stuff. So if you have any questions that you want me to answer concerning this one, you can let me know and then I would answer to that. And I forgot, we have a 10 to 15 minutes break in between sections. So after every hour, we go for a 10-minute break and then we come back. We do another hour and then we go for a 10-minute break. So in between sections, we do have breaks. So any questions for me? Okay, so if no questions, then I want us to go through a couple of things that we will be needing for the class. So the first thing first, Um, okay. Here. Okay. I'm sorry, I just have to see where this one is. Let me just share everything. Okay, so let's have this way. All right. So basically when we were starting, this was the computer specifications that we needed. But thankfully now we have our own server that we are going to be working with. So with any computer, and then you have the installations that we are coming to talk about on there, you'll be able to get access to your servers and then work from there. So with now, if you have these specifications, it's good. But if you don't, you can still work on your server. So you would need an Oracle account. So an Oracle account is just the accounts where you are able to get the softwares that you'll be needing for the class assignments. Now we have some assignments that you have to go and then download those softwares for you to come and upload on your server. And then the Oracle account is one of them. It is a free account, so you can go in and then log into it. You do not pay for that particular account. Now we also have the WinSSP. Now the WinSSP is also a file manager. So let me open one for you. Okay. All right. So okay. So this is how the WinSSP looks like. So it's a file manager that allows you to copy files between the local computer and then the remote computer. So I'm just going to log on to the one of our online servers. So you can see that from this side, okay, it has to log on to it. Okay, so you can see that from this side, we have some of the things on my local computer. So in case I'm given anything that I have to move from the local side to the server, I just have to connect the server like I did, and then I'll be able to move these over there. So I just dragged one and I moved it there. So depending on what you are being asked to move or you are being asked to download onto the server, this is one of the places that you'll be using to move all those information there. All right, so we also have the Xming. Now the Xming is, okay, so it's here. So it is an interface that helps you connect your Windows to your server. And you'll be using it when you are doing some of your installations. So basically, as we go on, you get to see the use of it, because when you click on it, it wouldn't open. But if I am on the server right now, I'll be able to get the information that I need since I have it open. So it is just going to connect your Windows to your cloud server for you to get certain details out of there, which you'll be using. So you would need to download it. Now, you would also have to have an Oracle virtual machine. Now, this is how that looks like. And it is a computer system created using a software. So basically, this is a software that you would have to upload. And what it does is it gives you the same format of your physical computer on here. So if your physical computer that I'm talking about is when you open up your computer desktop, all the details or the icons or the information that you have on there, right? This particular software gives you the same platform for you to use or as your server. So basically, between this and your local, there is no difference. The only thing is you would need an internet to connect this to your server, but it works exactly like your local computer. that you work on with. So you'd have to download this, and then when your server details is given to you, you will come here, save it up, do the installation, and then save it up. And whenever you need to open any of the servers, you just click here. So you just click on start, and then the machine will start. So basically, as in when you are trying to turn on your computer, you click on the on button on your keypad. This is how you are going to also turn on your server if you have all the installation and everything done. So you would also need to download this Oracle VM manager to help you move from your local to your cloud server. So this is one of the applications that you need to upload. And then we have the team viewer. Now, because we are using the Zoom for our videos, the team viewer tool is needed because sometimes we need to help you, or you need to come onto our computers and then do an assignment. So this will help you, or help both of us, interrelate with each other's computers when they need be. Because with Zoom, sometimes you'd have to go through the channel and then you wouldn't be able to remote yourself on there as much as you can use. So this is another platform that we also use when we are doing the one-on-one section. So mostly the one-on-one section, we try to use the team viewer for us, both of us, to have access to each other's computer. Not likely like the Zoom, but it depends on what you guys are going to discuss in the one-on-one section. That will let them know, okay, let us use team, or let us use, team viewer, or let us use Zoom. So depending on the topic that you would want them to talk about, then they will tell you, or the platform that you would come in and then have that particular information for. So you would also need to download the team viewer. And then we have a last one, which is the pod, or the pod. Now, it is an open source interface that is used in Linux. And what it does is it helps you to navigate your way through the command line. Now, from the beginning of this class, I said you were going to get your information, that is your assignment information, and then other stuff from the server. Now, this body is an interface that is going to help you communicate with your server. So you'll be able to, after you have the VM, that is the the cloud-based computer that you have created, the software that has helped you to create that computer that you'll be using for the class. Now, you also need an interface for you to interact on that particular server or that base that helps you. So the PODI is going to help you to be able to communicate on there. And so this is how that looks like. So this is where you'll be going in to get your assignments, submit your assignments, and do your assignments. Everything that you need to do, the interface looks like this. So should, in case maybe you want to go in, sorry about that. So, okay, you can see that. Let me just, all right, so we have CD into homework. Right. So this is how you are going to be able to get your assignments, submit your assignments and everything. And that is the interface that we are going to teach you how to communicate with the Linux administration interface. And then when we get into the database too, we are going to teach you the language of the database, where you'll be able to move around and get information in there. So this is what we are going to be teaching you in class. And then this is the same platform that you are going to submit your assignments and then get your assignments. So that is it. I think we've gone through all the, okay, so we talk about this. The OBS studio, it's like a recording software that helps you to be able to record the videos. Now, since we will be sending you the recorded version of what we are doing now, you might need it. You might need it in the one-on-one section because the one-on-one section is not recorded by us. So if you are having the one-on-one section and then you want to record that, you can ask for permission from the instructor to do a Zoom record for you, or you can download the OBS studio and then record it yourself. So that's, I don't know, you would decide whether you would need it or not, but with other ways, we all have it. So you can also download it. So after class, I'm going to attach this particular links to your emails, and then you'll be able to download all those stuff that we've talked about. So is there any questions for me when it comes to this? Any questions? All right, so we move on then. Now, we've talked so much about the class. We have to also talk about the aspect of the class, the other aspect of the class. Now, this is going to be a 3-month program, as we've already know, but we also have an internship program that you need to do right after the program is done. Now, the internship instructions too will come later on when we are having the class and other stuff. But we would like to let you guys know that the internship is compulsory, because in as much as we are trying to give you so many information within the 3 months, the internship is going to also help you practice more and get more insight on how the actual world feels like. So with whatever that you have in mind, you also have to have the 6 months internship with you. And that also has its own platform that we have the internship there. You go, you get your assignments, you have due dates that you need to submit those assignments. That is why we are trying to start from the beginning on giving you guys assignments and you trying to get to the deadline, because when we get to the internship time, we do not have time for you guys to be giving excuses when it comes to internship, because that's basically you are working on the actual world. So whatever that happens, you need to get those assignments done and then done on time. So we would have the 6 months internship it depends on individuals. So an individual will be able to get his or her whole assignment done within 4 months. It depends on you, but it is a 6 months internship that we are doing. So depending on how you want to go around this whole internship, be able to also help you with that. Now, when you have any issues and then you are trying to communicate with one of the instructors and the messages or the information you need is not forthcoming, you also have the liberty to also communicate with any other person that you would think has the information, and then you get it on time. Because sometimes some of the instructors are really busy, and then by the time you want answers and all those stuff, it will be a little hassle. So when you ask for information and then you give it time and you're not getting the feedback, you can move on to a different person and then you might get your answer from there. So it doesn't necessarily have to be one particular instructor, but all the instructors on there will be able to help you. So today they are not able to be here because they have some things that have kept them. But tomorrow they are going to be here and then we are going to introduce all the instructors to you, and then you'll be able to identify them too. So with that being said, I'm still waiting for some questions to come out of you so I know what are some of the things that you guys want us to talk about, and then we can continue from there. Basically, today I'm not doing any teaching. It's just about the class and the things that you need to have and what you need to know about the class. So in case you have any questions.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Could you go back to
Sorry?
Could you go back to the slide that shows the curriculum?
Yes, you want to see the curriculum. Sure. Okay. Yes.
Okay. So with this, is each box like, are we gonna spend a week on or 3 days on each box, or how is it?
Okay, so depending on each box, it is not going to be more than 3 weeks, but it's not going to be less than a week. So each, depending on, that's why I'm saying it depends on how the class moves. Because if we are teaching maybe SQL and then you guys are not getting it, and we say we are using 3 weeks to get this whole thing done, and by the end of 3 weeks, some of you didn't understand, we have to spend maybe another extra week on there. But with this whole course overview, it is a 3 months course. So we are going to spread all these in 3 months, but some of them would have to take longer than the others.
Okay, thank you.
So by the start of each week, we will let you know, okay, we are taking this, and then the subsequent assignments will let you know when all these other ones will be changing from the next class, the next topics to the other. But for now, because of how our understanding will go, we just don't want to push everything and then stipulate, okay, within 3 weeks, you are going to complete this. And then after 3 weeks, some of you are not having it. And then we just do not want to rush.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that is why I'm saying that. Okay. Is there any more?
Is this like in a particular order or?
Yes, so this we have them in a particular order as of now. So we have the Linux as the first one. Then we go to the Oracle database, we go to the SQL, then we move into databases. You learn auto scripting, you learn upgrades. So this is sequel of whatever you're going to be learning.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And in the email, well, like the email that had all the links, could you explain what OBS was for again?
Yes, so the OBS is like a platform that we use to record videos. So in case, for instance, this section is being recorded by me, that after this one, I would have to attach it to you. But your one-on-one sections that you book, mostly they might forget because the one-on-one section is for you. So if you want it recorded, you can easily request it from the person that, okay, I want this particular section recorded and then given to me. Or you will not even ask, you will just use your OBS here and start recording.
Oh, okay, okay. I understand. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so any more questions?
No.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to attach, I'm going to send each of you an email. It's just going to be an assignment, a video assignment. So you're just going to watch the video, and then tomorrow when we meet in class, we will build on that particular video that you watch. So for now, I don't know if the instructors will change tomorrow, but you should have that in mind that any day, anytime, the instructors might change. So with that, I think can end the class now, and then I'll send the videos over to you immediately.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Okay, I'm here.
I already have some of the assignments done
Okay.
before, so should I delete it and start fresh?
No, necessarily you don't have to delete it. All that you do is when we are doing those assignments, you just rename them and then you submit it.
All right.
Yes. So maybe you started earlier on. You just don't have to delete everything that you've done. Maybe you go over because that is why the quizzes, the random quizzes will come in. So you just go over them, submit, and then you can move on. Okay. Any more questions?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, Georgia, you said that you already started doing assignments.
Yes, previously, like a year ago.
I'm about to say, don't be cheating now.
Well, but something might change if it's been a year ago. Something might change, but you might have a little bit of those things in there. A whole
Yeah,
lot
don't
have
remember.
changed.
Don't even worry about it.
Yes. So you all will start at the same time.
Okay, so you said that we might have like quizzes and stuff.
Mhm.
Like, where are the quizzes? Will they be like on the
Yes, so with the quizzes, that mostly it's a Q&A, mostly depending on the time frame. If there is time for them to do an actual quiz, you will structure the quiz on your server and then you go do the assignments on there.
Okay.
Yes, but when we're talking about quizzes, we are talking about the Q&A most of the time. So it's like going to be maybe a recap of the previous class or maybe a Q&A after class, something like that.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions?
I don't have any more.
Okay.
Nope. You said the class was ending early today, right? Oh, did I hear wrong?
Yes, we are. Yeah. But tomorrow is going to be the full 3 hours. So
Which is would be what, 6 to 9 or 7 to 10? Oh, 6 to
6
9?
to 9. Yeah, 6 to 9.
Okay,
And I hope
cool.
the 6 to 9 is okay with you guys. Because if you think you can tell me and then I'll discuss with them and then we'll see how best we can help you with the time.
Oh no, it works for me. It's fine for now.
Okay.
I mean, everyone's cool with it.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right.
Wait, please, I didn't hear the question.
So I wanted to know if the time, the actual class time, which is 6 to 9, is it okay for you or something might come up that you want us to discuss with them and then see how best we can help you with the time? Or it's fine with you?
Oh, yeah, the time. Why can't it be 6 to 8, or is that too short?
That is going to be the class is supposed to be a 3-hour class.
6 to 8
all
sounds
right.
good though. Just, you know,
Yeah, that is
it
a
does
2-hour
sound good.
class. So it's supposed to be a 3-hour class.
So
Today
can we
we are
just,
ending early because it's just the introductory class. We just want to fill you up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
8:30?
Other days you might have an early class, like you can close early depending on who is teaching at that time.
Are
Yeah.
there more students? Like, where's everybody else?
Yes, so we have some students that are coming in from Ghana, and then we are still waiting on them because they haven't come up with a couple of things that we need them to get before they come to class. So let's see, hopefully tomorrow they will be able to come.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay, good night.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
All right, sure.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.